It's top tier Jasmine Allure, and if you want to have an alluring time, you better watch Countdown City WrestleCast.
What is up, heels and baby faces? Welcome to another episode of the Countdown City WrestleCast. Apologies for being a little late, but you know, softball, Astros, all that fun stuff. I'm your host, JC. Joining me this week is Tommy.
Hello.
And we got Mike.
What's up, guys? We're on the train tracks here in 2023. Nope, I'm not rhyming anymore. Still keeping to that.
Yeah, all right.
Go Astros.
Go Stros. Yes, if I'm a little distracted, I apologize, but the game is like right here. The Astros have a 7-3 lead. Adi's
Really?
sneaking in probably to watching it right now.
Oh,
Yes.
she showed up like right as we
Yes.
She's a plant.
She's apparently the NFL uses those too, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, I saw that story with
yeah.
Pat McAfee.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Got played.
There's some evidence that she's also as a Vikings fan, and if it's not the same one, then there's some racial overtones because there's a couple Asian women that just look whatever looking like. Right? So I know, not my story. So
8-4.
yeah,
I'm sorry, 8-3.
yeah. Oh dang it, you're ahead of me.
Sorry, my bad.
That's okay. Don't spoil it. I'm on Fubo TV. It's internet based.
Okay.
Anyway, we are going to be talking all about wrestling this weekend.
Someone's pulling up a chair. Someone's getting cozy.
Are you going to talk about Izzy too while you're at it? Is that what you're doing? Sure. Yeah, she's excited to see Izzy this weekend. Home run, Astros. Chaz McCormick. High five. Oh, all right. Yes, that's just what it's.
This might end up being the best show we've ever done.
Anyway.
It's a low bar, but still.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're going to talk all about Impact Bound for Glory. We're going to talk about Mission Pro Wrestling Thriller. We're going to talk about RCW Forever. And a sprinkle in a few Astros things here. You might hear my son yelling in the other room because he's watching the game over there too. Also, while he's playing with the new Sith holocron that I just got. I know, we're watching it here too, buddy. So
it's a very interactive show.
Live show, guys.
This show's about to be chaos, and I'm here
it is
for
going to be chaos as well. So, now one quick bit of wrestling news to mention. Yes, the PWI Women's 250 has come out. Rhea Ripley is number one. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Agree with that decision, guys.
I'm okay because of who's number 2.
I haven't even seen the list yet because we're going to be talking all about it on next week's show.
Okay.
We have a loaded show this week. So
I shared a file with you if you have time.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to look at it yet, but
okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
yeah, who's number 2?
What'd you say, Adi?
I did it too.
No, do two what?
Who is it?
I'm
I'm kidding, dude.
Bruh?
We're not even
Come on,
talking
let's
about
do it.
this.
Come on,
It's
dude.
okay. So, anyway,
Izzy.
Izzy. Yes. Okay. Well,
It was
I'll
not
let you know
number
when we
two,
get to that.
unfortunately.
Okay. Get over there. Get over there. I'm trying to do a show.
Maybe next year. Hopefully next year.
All right.
Maybe next year.
Anyway.
At this rate, she might be.
Oh my lord, this is crazy. Birdsy, hey yo, yeah, it's chaos here right now, man. So let me tell you.
Subscribe to our channel.
All right, thank you. Yes, we're gonna do the advertising. Subscribe to the Countdown.
Yeah, dude. She does more than we do on the
I
show
know.
in that regard.
Have that. Get out of
You're
here.
not wrong.
Oh lord. Anyway,
Don't call us out, Tommy.
Subscribe.
please turn that off while I'm doing my show, please. Otherwise, we're gonna get messages from Darth Sidious the whole time. See?
Is this our crossover episodes with
I don't know.
Star Wars stuff
Stop
and
it.
General
Stop
Kenobi's
it.
bunker?
Stop it.
Part of the Geeks
them,
family.
them and Star Wars Stuff podcast are going to be mad that finally we get some Star Wars stuff on this show, and
This is the
they
last
have
time.
nothing to do with it.
All right. Anyway, let's get to Impact Bound for Glory, guys, because there's a lot to discuss.
How is this the least anticipated thing I'm looking forward to this weekend?
Dude,
That's
same,
It's
bro.
a
I
stacked
almost
show.
forgot.
I know.
It's
That's what I'm
cool.
saying. But of
Like,
course, it's because we get to go to the other ones. But.
Yeah, and honestly, we're going to be at Mission Pro, and it's going to start an hour ahead of Bound for Glory, but I'm going to be checking my phone for updates.
So am I, dude. I do that all the time at other shows when like
It's going to be a busy weekend.
it is.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be sick by the end of it, but it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 8 matches on this card. Mike, do you have a 20-sided die with you?
I need to pull up my Roll20 account so I can use their
Okay, I'm gonna count to see
online.
if we have 20 entrants yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And by the way, people, I actually
Only
do have
15.
a Roll20 for D&D campaigns.
Impact.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Daddy, how many subscribers do we have?
A lot. Okay.
Yay!
All right. So
The show's going till midnight.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
while there's not really a scramble match on this show, there is, surprisingly, there is a Monsters Ball, but there's also a Call Your Shot Gauntlet here. 20-person intergender.
Okay, 20 person.
Yeah, 20-person. Winner receives a trophy and a contract they can evoke at any time within 1 year for a championship match of their choosing. And so far, the only entrants announced for it are Jake Something, Dirty Dango, Champagne Scene, Eric Young, Jordan Grace, Brian Myers, Shira, Kylan King, Jody Threat, Bully Ray, Joe Hendry, Frankie Kazarian, Kenny King, Giselle Shaw, and Eddie Edwards.
Tommy, did you see what Kylan King did maybe like 2 weeks ago?
No, what happened?
She the coven broke up and she turned on Taylor Wilde. And
Really?
it turned out she was
That's right.
So it was a scene with
It was me all along.
basically it's what happened. And she was talking about, oh, I think so and so attacked her or whatever, and then what's his name?
Who, James Mitchell?
No, who's the new director of Authority?
Santino.
Santino.
Santino, yeah.
Santino,
Comes
yeah.
up and he's like, how do you know this? I did not tell you certain things. She's like, you told me. He's like, no, I did not. She's like, fine, I did it. I attacked her.
Yeah.
We lost the titles and she was dead weight.
Leave it in
I'm
there.
like, ooh.
Okay.
So looking
It's
forward
basically
to
what's about to happen on NXT. It was you, Kylan. You're
Yeah.
damn right it was me.
Oh, you mean with the trick and
Trick, yeah.
Carmelo? Yeah.
Everybody knows he's.
I
So-
love how they're like Sean really does recycle all his old storylines, but people are so young in NXT that they don't like. I don't think
Yeah.
other people know.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll just make a pick on this one, but I thought it'd be fun if we had
I'm
20 entrants. We could roll the
30
die.
Dango. How could you not go with
Yeah,
30 Dango?
Okay.
Or Kylan King, one or two.
Yeah.
I will say tentatively only because it's her, Jordan Grace.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not. It's just. It's
It
too
would
much.
shock me not at all. Not a single one of us was right.
I mean, if
Well,
we
yes,
had
it's a
if we had
20
20 entrants, I would say Mike roll that die and let's see who comes up, right? But so.
Well, it's Impact. They could also just throw in someone like last minute because their
Yeah.
contract was up at midnight and no one knew but them, but no one knew but Scott D'Amore.
What if? Oh no, we still got 2 months, right? A month and a half.
Who?
What?
I was like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
if Cult of Personality hits?
I
No,
thought
he doesn't. He doesn't have a contract with
He
anyone.
doesn't have a no compete, does he?
I don't
No.
know. He made the joke about he's got 2 months free or something like that. I don't know if it was real or not. It's some
No,
he
I
did
think-
a commentary at some like MMA thing
Yeah, no.
last month or a
Well,
month
and
ago.
besides, Impact is neutral ground. I think anyone. I think everyone stopped caring about who goes to Impact like 5 years ago. So
Which
Well,
sucks
yeah.
because they kind of been sneaking up on people too. They've
Yeah.
put on
Well,
some
they've
great
just
shows.
been solid, like
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I'm finally seeing more and more people online finally admit that Impact has been having solid wrestling
Yeah.
shows for like the past 5 years, and I'm saying that's what we've been saying on this
Yeah,
show.
like that's
for-
what we've been
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
They
No
with
doubt.
everything going on, like I was worried they weren't going to make it through the pandemic, but they've stayed solid. They've stayed consistent.
I was
Great.
gonna be shocked if they didn't because they've survived literally everything else. If Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan and Bischoff didn't kill him, I'm not sure what can. Like, dude,
Well-
I'm so serious. My friend has a theory that Vince paid Hogan and Bischoff to go kill Impact and it didn't work.
Okay,
And
but
every
technically-
year I think that theory is correct.
But
Yeah.
weren't they TNA at the time? Didn't technically they change to Impact?
Hogan changed it.
Hogan changed it
Oh, was
because
it
of
him?
the
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see that's what I'm saying. That's why I think my friend's theory was actually kind of right.
Hogan changed that. He changed the ring to 4 sides because he didn't
Yeah.
know what to do in a 6-sided ring. So yeah,
I missed the
So-
6-sided ring. That
Me
was
too.
so
He doesn't
much
know what to
fun.
do with a 4-sided. Hey,
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's get to some of the actual matches where we are a little more simpler. What, Adi? I can't see it. Like and subscribe. To Countdown City Geeks. Thank you, Adi. I appreciate that.
I mean,
You know what? Hold on.
I
Just to make
mean-
this a little bit easier, let me just do this. Everyone check it out. A little bit bigger. Here we go. So, I'm so proud of my kids' spelling. It's great.
yeah, actually, I'm a little upset their handwriting's better than mine
Just
Yeah.
a tiny bit. Just
Although the countdown's spelled a little wrong. Somehow there's a W that ended up in there, but that's okay.
I
That's
don't mean to
okay.
be rude, but so is subscribe.
Yeah, that's whatever. Hey, okay, stop.
Hi.
Get out of here, guys. All right.
Hey,
Y'all
Tommy.
need to go to bed.
We got these new young
No.
presenters trying to steal our sponsor. I don't know about this.
I
I need
mean,
a politic. Knock it down around.
I think we just pull a Christian Cage and just say security, have them removed from the building.
Okay.
They don't have
You
to
gotta
Yeah, I
be
wasn't gonna
careful,
go
dude.
there. Just,
Yeah.
Well, you gotta be careful. You said Christian Cage, buddy. He's on a roll right now of epic proportions. What's up, B Ninja? I'm just saying. You gotta be
I'll see
Uh,
put the W in. I didn't even notice that at first.
count.
What you need?
Where's your lightsaber?
It's over there, but no, don't. take it out. Leave it there.
Cowtown. This is
Leave it
no,
there.
never mind.
Yeah.
Heck, Cowtown.
Tomorrow, go to bed. It's bedtime, dude. You gotta go to school tomorrow. All right, let's while there's chaos going on over there.
Like and subscribe.
All right, thank you, Adi. Will Ospreay versus Mike Bailey. Shit's gonna hit the fan today.
Yes.
Um,
I don't know what the question is, but yes. to that.
Yes, the answer is yes.
I mean, do you want to pick it? Can we make a pick on this one? Because Jesus, this
I'll make a pick.
Yeah,
okay, go for it.
I'll pick Ospreay. He's been
Yeah.
on. He's on a heater lately, and if he doesn't come out of 2023 one of the biggest stars, I just don't know who was.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be a hell of a match. Bailey's going
Also,
to
also
do
the
himself.
killer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Bailey's going to make himself look amazing like he does. But yeah, I agree. I think Ospreay is going to come out.
You know what?
with the win.
Have
Same
you ever
for me,
wrestled
too.
before? Let me see.
I feel like yes, but it was like a while ago. But I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know me. CageMatch.net is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While he looks that up, let's get on to the next match, which basically is kind of what happens when my kids don't get enough sleep. Monsters Ball, PCO versus Rhino versus Steve Macklin versus Moose. And I always with the Monsters Ball, it's always fun. I really hope they sell the idea that they've been like locked in solitary.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was always
titles.
fun.
You know, who was it? They used to just run out, come in like taking the straight jacket off and everything like that. That was
Abyss, I think.
yeah.
Do that, yeah.
So
Probably.
I always did appreciate that. Thank you. buddy.
So they've only ever had 4 singles matches against each other, and their first one was in PWG.
That makes sense.
Wow. Okay.
And actually, okay, this is funny. Bailey's only beat Ospreay once, and that was in PWG.
Well, if the others were in New Japan or something, then probably.
No, the others were all in the UK, all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, who was walking out of the Monsters Ball, Mike? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Macklin.
Okay.
I feel like all the other guys, like it wouldn't really hurt them to lose, and I again, still think Steve Macklin's going strong. Him and his power couple with Deonna Purrazzo. So.
Tommy?
I'll go Macklin as well. I would love to see almost like a repeat of Rhino winning, because since he won the first Monsters Ball at the first Bound for Glory. But and Macklin's been on a tear, so I'll go with him. Of course, I just want to see how PCO will unsuccessfully try to kill himself this time, because God knows he can't.
PCO has a business of winning matches no one thinks he should win. This is, I think, going to be one of them.
You know what?
For some
Oh,
reason.
okay.
You know what? If you're right,
Yeah.
it's Impact. Whenever I'm wrong. Okay, Brandon, B Ninja. Okay, you know what?
Do they cry afterward? Is that how this works? I mean,
Monsters Ball.
Well, PCO's version of crying would be like electrocuting himself, right?
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's got to be it. That's got to be like the nearest neighboring equivalent.
He is
right?
a big fan of Abdullah the Butcher from I don't know what war or Halloween Havoc
Yeah.
Cage of Death that was.
Oh yeah. Which
All
one
right.
was that? I don't know.
I don't know. The Steiners put him in there, but
Yeah.
Let's get into the title matches, and we're starting with the X Division title, which, quite frankly, is probably going to steal the show for match of the night.
God, yes.
Chris Sabin defending against Kenta. Mike,
6 to me.
I don't know. But what you just said is insane to me. When this card also has Ospreay and Bailey,
I know.
and yet there's another match that we're like, well, this will probably steal the show.
Well, also the main event to me
Well,
could easily
yeah.
be like I'm sorry, that could be a 6-star match.
We're probably
Yeah.
going to say that about just about every match.
That's
coming
true.
down
Actually,
the line. So,
actually, the next 4 matches have that potential.
just because now apparently Nakamura is stealing his move again, just because he finally got it back, I'm going to go with Kenta. 'Cause I
Same.
feel like-
This is Kenta for me written all over it. Tommy, what about you?
Damn. I am legit torn. I am legit. You know what? Screw it.
Oh, look at
Even
your screen in a second, JC.
Even I go Saban. Odd, I go Kenta.
Okay.
And it fell on the floor and I lost it. There, hold on. Let's try again. Even. So who'd I say?
Kenta.
Kenta. Okay, so I'll go Kenta.
All right. So
I would love it if I'm wrong.
Mikey's at Kenta. Tommy's
Yeah.
at Kenta. I'm going Kenta too. Yeah. This since they booked this, I just have this weird feeling that it's going to be all on Kenta right now. So, yeah, you mentioned
And he hits a
Nakamura stealing his
Kinshasa
move.
to win. That would be great.
Yeah.
Bro, that would be amazing.
Who just hit one? That's not a home run.
No,
They said it was a home run. They said it was a home
It
run.
hit the yellow line. I don't think it's a home run.
Look, it said it's a home
well,
run.
he
Okay.
kept running around. They did call it a home run.
Oh, they're going to
Okay,
review it.
probably.
They're going to review it. Okay. Anyway, if he hits one, Altuve just loves that park. All right. Knockouts Tag Team Championship: MK Ultra versus Deonna Purrazzo and Tasha Steelz. Tommy, you want to go first on this one?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm picking
it's a
MK
double.
Ultra.
Okay.
I can't go against them. I can't go against them right now. I refuse.
All right. Mike.
It's kind of hard to go against Purrazzo, though.
Yeah, it is. No, I'm not saying that I say it. None of these choices have any sort of confidence
no.
behind them.
Look,
Like none at all.
If nothing else, I keep pace with Tommy. So MK Ultra.
No, it's double. Yeah, it hit the yellow line. It wasn't
Dang
over it.
it!
Okay, so it's just a double.
No.
I've been thinking, oh, this is definitely MK Ultra. And then Deonna Purrazzo, okay, I still think MK Ultra, but Tasha Steelz, like this is like a first time in a long time she's been in such a major match like this. It's hard to say no to that team, and I'm going Deonna and Tasha Steelz for that one. So, Tommy, you said MK Ultra. I'm saying Deonna and Tasha Steelz. Mike, what about you?
MK Ultra. You said that.
MK Ultra. Okay, I'm
Oh,
sorry, I
yeah,
missed
okay,
that
it's
one.
okay.
I apologize.
Yeah,
I was being distracted by
you was
so.
Yeah, I think you were.
Yeah. So.
Pinche double.
All right. Impact Tag Team Championship. The Rascals are defending against ABC, and if I'm not mistaken, this is Chris Bay's Feast or Fire Tag Team Title match shot that he
Are
wanted.
you sure this isn't a multi-team match with Boys to Men and BBD?
No, it's not.
Wow.
Damn right I did.
Nice.
Wow.
I see what you did there. Yeah. So, but I'm going to start this off and say this is Ace Austin and Chris Bay. Feast or Fire. This is your shot. You're taking it. I think the Rascals lose the titles. And the way Ace Austin and Chris Bay have been tearing things up right now, I think they're going to be tag team champions coming out of Bound for Glory. Tommy, what about you?
I'm
This is hard
going
for you.
though. I had a choice that you talked, and I don't know what I'm doing. The Rascals. This is not. I don't like this choice of matches. Why? I feel like Scott D'Amore knows me specifically and does this bookie just to torture me.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I'd be okay with because that means Scott D'Amore knows who I am. So that's okay with me. So.
All right, Mike, what about you?
I do think I'm going to go with ABC on this one too.
All right.
Especially at a big show like Bound for Glory.
For
sure. All right. Beating to Team Adams. I'm not double for all 2-8. Thank you, Steady. I appreciate that. So, believe me, I got it on right here, but I have a feeling Bregman's probably going to knock him in.
Comment.
Okay, they got it. Thank you.
Subscribe.
You need to go to
like.
bed. Thank you. Knockouts Championship: Trinity versus Mickey James.
Sad, man, bro.
Tommy?
Did you freeze? No.
No, I'm.
Right.
Well, no, my screen didn't. I did, but did McKinney?
Mickey.
Can I do that? I
Nice
can't do
try.
that.
No, you can't do that. So
Damn it. Okay, fine, damn it. Trinity. I'll pick Trinity. I am not at all confident about one thing I've said this entire
Tommy's like,
okay.
hardcore country glow.
Yeah.
Yo, that's like a fire remix though.
Mike?
You got to go Trinity. Like, you brought her in, you put her on top, made her this big star. Like, that win over Mickey James at Bound for Glory would be a good Like, I'm not that it needs to be legitimized, but to make it really impactful. And I thought she had already retired.
Mhm.
Um, dang, B Ninja.
I know. Um,
What about
I
Athena?
Athena.
She's
I, I'm gonna go with Trinity for sure. I honestly like. She's been such the biggest, arguably the biggest signing Impact has had over the last year. The
Yeah.
way they've elevated her into the Knockouts Championship role, and this is obviously I'm thinking Mickey James is going to put her over here. Biggest show on Impact's calendar every year, and what better way for you to sell that this is your next big star in Impact Wrestling for the Knockouts division? So I've got Trinity beating Mickey James here for this one too. So, and finally, Impact World Championship. Alex Shelley defending against Josh Alexander, and dare I say, some of these promos have been fucking fire, especially from Josh Alexander's side of things. So, um, wants the title that
He
was
never
taken
lost.
from him.
Well,
Never
he didn't,
lost.
well, he didn't lose
Exactly.
the second
So,
time, yeah.
um, and honestly, I'm gonna go with Josh Alexander, single RBI. Josh Alexander to win this one. And yes, based on my picks, that means the Motor City Machine Guns are gonna go 0-2 with their titles tonight on the line. I think this is the night that they both lose their championships because I got Josh Alexander claiming the world championship. So, Mike, what about you?
Yeah, I'm going to go with you. Pretty much the same reason. It's Bound for Glory. The real question, I think, is who's the big heel that attacks him after he wins the match?
Whoever, if
Who
it's
who
if it's not
pulls the
Jordan
moose
Grace,
this time?
whoever wins the
Oh
call.
wow! Yeah,
No, wait, I take it back. No, it is Jordan Grace. She wins the call your shot and immediately hits a German suplex.
Could you imagine if she cashes in? That would be insane. I
Dude,
mean,
I would love. Okay, first of all the knockouts, she'd be the most legitimate who could German suplex Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
So
you're not wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised if Osprey is the one that attacks.
That'd be fun.
That would be.
I mean, at this
fun.
point, he just wants all the gold of all the companies.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So.
and I for one welcome my new UK overlord.
You're all right with me, bruv.
Yeah.
So I got Alexander, Mike's got Alexander. Tommy, what about you?
The fans. Oh, I mean,
Well, yes.
man, I hate to go get you guys, but I really think Shelley's keeping it.
Really?
I just got this feeling that he's going to keep it. By the way, if I'm wrong about all of this, I will happily go 0 and whatever number of these are the 0 and what is it 7 0 and 7. I don't care because this is good. This is going to be easily probably one of the best shows of the year.
I'm gonna crack up if you go 0 for 7, but you call the gauntlet.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That would be epic.
I didn't even write down who'd you say was going to win the gauntlet, Tommy?
Jordan Grace.
Jordan
Yeah,
Grace.
They
That's
did
right.
say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Write it down just in case. Oh my god, it's gonna be hilarious if like after Mission Pro we look at the results. It's like, oh my god, guys, look, you're right.
Yeah.
I was totally wrong on everything. It's a Jordan Grace.
All
I'd love
right.
it.
What's
Well,
like the final two?
so Impact Bound for Glory, the biggest event on the Impact Wrestling calendar, Saturday, October 21st, 7 p.m. Central Time on Fight TV. It's going to be taking place at Cicero Stadium in Chicago, Illinois. Pre-show is at 6:30 on the Impact Wrestling YouTube and Impact Plus, and also on Fight TV as well. It's on sale for $40 on Fight TV, and I believe also through some traditional pay-per-view providers as well. So, if you're going to be watching Mission Pro on Title Match Network, have another mobile device set up on the side of Fight TV, and you can watch Impact there while you're at it.
Or
So,
do like I do, have dual screens and watch both.
boom, there you go. So, yeah. Just don't mix up the commentators who's calling who, right? So,
Actually, no. Do that for fun, just to see if you can remember what show you're watching.
yeah. All right. From Impact, we're going to go to a couple shows that are happening locally here within the San Antonio city limits. And we're starting with Mission Pro Wrestling MPW Thriller. Guys, this one is pretty exciting. Looking forward to this one.
It's stacked.
I think what has been great about Mission Pro is that they're putting a little bit of gap in between their shows. This, like, what their last show was,
Well, that they do it about every other month. Seems to
Yeah,
be
which is
their
nice.
pace. Yeah.
But I think the last show they had
It was
was
August.
in,
It was the end of
was
August.
August? Yeah.
Point.
So
That's the first one y'all went to.
yeah, so it's been pretty cool. It's been awesome that just this anticipation. They take the time to promote the matches in between, get it set up, and I think they've done such an amazing job with that. And they got 8 matches scheduled on this card. And it's funny, and I'm looking at this. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4 matches? We've had somebody that we have interviewed on this show, on this podcast over time, and it is pretty amazing to see all of them being
That's
involved
awesome.
in this. So yeah.
And we'll have more soon enough. No,
Yes,
we will.
hopefully. Now, Gypsy Mac versus Morgan Mercy is starting this one off. Mike, your thoughts on this one?
So I hadn't started watching Mission Pro apparently the last time Gypsy Mac was here, so this is kind of like a return after a while since the last show. And Morgan Mercy looks pretty impressive in limited stuff I've kind of looked up on her, but I'm going to go with Gypsy Mac. She seems to have a pretty big following, and I think people are going to be excited to see both of these people. Every time they bring in new people, the fans respond really well, so I look forward to this one.
Okay, Tommy.
I'm going Morgan Mercy. She's a Texas girl. I've seen her like tear it up. She was at the show in
That you got into for free?
that doesn't happen that often.
At least once, right? So every show.
No, she was at a show somewhere in Midland, Texas. I don't know what the hell the name of the town was anymore. That Britt McKenzie and Will Allday were all on, and she wrestled Razor Clark. So she's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go Morgan Mercy because I like the cut of her jib. So
I'm not familiar with either one of these wrestlers, honestly. So
fair enough.
Flip the coin.
Heads, I go Gypsy Mac, and tails, I go Morgan Mercy. So let's see what happens here. Hey Siri, flip a coin. All right, it's tails. So I'm going with Morgan Mercy on this.
All right, we can both be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not confident about my choices tonight. Just after the Impact one, that just ruined.
That just means it's a good card and a good show, and either person has a good chance of winning.
It just ruined that Impact would have just ruined all my confidence for any picks I had today.
And I mean, outside of the Call You Gauntlet, there wasn't even like a 6-team, 6-person. Like, I mean, the Gauntlet one is the big one, but I mean, there's not really.
God help us all if there had been like 4 teams in that tag team title match. I'd have been like, you know what, screw it. I'm not even picking. I abstained from this one.
All right. Next, we got Queen Uju versus Shay Carmichael. And I'm going to start this off and say I'm going with Queen Uju on this. So I was impressed seeing her last show 2 months ago. So I'm kind of thinking she's going to walk away with the victory here. Tommy, what about you?
Yeah, same. Her attitude's been increasing, and I didn't think that was possible, but I'm in. So
all right. Mike?
This one's kind of you've got 2 of them who have had a couple shows now at Mission
I was going to say Shay's a local.
They've got Shay finally got her first win. Uju's had a couple wins. It's almost like trying to set that middle place now of who's climbing the ladder. I'm going to agree with you though and go with Uju. I think when she puts it together, she's hard to beat. I'm going to go with Uju as well.
All right. Lady Bird Monroe versus Amira. Tommy, your thoughts on this one?
Lady Bird. I mean, if you want to talk about rising stars in Texas over the last year at least, dude, I can't think of anyone who's been doing it faster than her. You have like a guy like Devin Carter and everything, but I mean like kind of like what does this say? Outside of hybrid. But she's been tearing it up, man. She's been all over the place. So I think she's gonna pull it out this time.
All right, Mike.
Same. I'm going to go with Lady Bird Monroe. Kind of for all the same reasons Tommy was saying. She really has been killing it. She's got the Mission Pro Cup that she won at that last show. Don't know if that comes into. Again, they made it sound like it was basically like a call your shot, Money in the Bank type thing.
I'm curious to know. I mean, with the cup, with the trophy, is this going to be sort of like an option seat thing? You cash it in at some point, and then go from there? Like
That's what they make it sound like. So we'll have to see. But
Right.
yeah, I agree with Tommy all the way on that one.
I'm going with Lady Brimrow too. Then expect her. I'm sure. I don't know if the couple will be on the line, but she holds that, so just kind of hang on to it. So, all right, making a return to San Antonio. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time she's wrestled here in a long time. Angel Blue taking on Mia Friday.
Justin, you thought it was safe to go back into the water.
I did talk to briefly via text to Angel Blue. She's super excited to be coming back to San Antonio. We're excited to see her. If you don't know, a few years ago, kind of in the middle of the pandemic, actually, if you go back, and it was actually pretty much this week in 2020.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it actually was. It popped on memory. I interviewed Angel Blue for the
Wow.
show. And that was before, this was shortly after her surgery, recovering. Not sure she was even going to wrestle again. The rehab was difficult. She has since, gone into rehab. She's gotten clean. She got healthy through CrossFit. I like just following her story on Facebook, knowing her personally, and back into wrestling. And it's amazing. So this is a hell of a story.
Crazy. She just randomly posts on Facebook like ran 20 miles, ran
Yeah.
1350 miles. I'm like, I don't even drive that far. Like, get out of here.
Dude, same. I'm like, okay, I'm proud of you and all, but you need to calm it
Although
down.
I do got to tell you, because when JC had mentioned he was trying to get her on, I had this joke in my head planned where I was gonna be like, "This is super awesome, to see Angel Blue back here with her good friends, JC and Tommy."
Yeah. Yeah, she would have been down for it, but she's attending a wedding tonight, so she's not able to make it tonight. But she's excited to be coming back. I'm sure she's excited to see Tommy, for sure.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Look, we're gonna share some stuff that I don't know if we talked about on the show. Maybe we did. I don't know. How is Jasmine going to react to someone else who yells at Tommy even more? I'm going to throw this out there.
Well, to be because I'll yell at Angel Blue. The difference is people tend to forget she yells back at me more than most people do.
Yeah.
we have. I'm sure ACW shows would have ended 30 minutes earlier if we hadn't been there.
And people, as you saw when we started the show, Jasmine's ripping up signs in Tommy's face, and Angel is worse. So just throw that out there.
I mean, if she's never hit me on camera. But but I think I can get her there. Don't worry, I'll get her there. She'll Lance Hoyt me and just shove me down.
Well, she was trained by Lance Hoyt, so
I was going to say,
very much see it.
Although to be fair, the person who's actually shoved me the most at a wrestling show is actually Ken Johnson. May he rest in peace. Because I don't know if you guys remember him. He would always push me back down into my seat. God, I miss him, dude. I miss
proud Central grad, man. Pride of Central.
Dude, I miss him so much.
Yeah. So, well, back to this match here. Yes, I know Mia Friday has some experience here, but I'm rolling with Angel Blue. She's gonna get a pop, I'm sure, from a lot of people that have missed seeing her here, and I'm expecting her to win this one.
I was gonna pop for her, but
Tommy, you will. Mike, what about you?
I'm gonna go with you guys as well. I'm gonna go with Angel Blue.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Mia Friday, rising star, still a kid.
Yeah. Dude.
So she needs to respect her elders, and that's really weird. That I don't even mean that in a mean way, but that's weird. She's the veteran in this match.
Come on, Benji, you got to cheer for her. It's great to see her. You know her story. You know how she's fought, her demons, and now she's back. It's amazing. Come on, be happy for her. Well, I picked Angel Blue. I picked Angel Blue. Mike picked Angel Blue. Tommy, who are you going with?
Yeah, Angel Blue. I mean, she's gonna cheat to do it, so I mean, why bet against the cheaters? Like she's gonna do it straight up anyway. So I don't know.
From one of Tommy's favorite to another, Jasmine Allure taking on.
If these matches happen back to back like this, I am officially what the hell? Brian and Thunder Rosa, dude, I swear they booked this like this on purpose just to torture me.
Yes.
Not gonna lie, Jasmine and Angel Blue would be a hell of a tag team.
Yes.
Do not say that! Don't say that! I was hoping no one would say that! Why did you say that?
I just thought you said a match, which the match itself would be awesome, but tag team.
Yes, tag team.
No! That's like my worst nightmare come true!
No. I've got it.
What?
Angel Blue and Jasmine versus Men's Revolution.
Boom.
JP and Ida.
Okay, I would cheer for them then.
I know,
Okay.
but I know it's going to
Yeah.
be difficult for you.
Yeah, it would. It will be a cheer I would hate myself for. I would have to drink immediately afterwards, like a lot.
Intergender 6-man tag team. Angel Blue, Jasmine Allure, and Lance Archer.
Why do you hate me? What did I do to you?
Nah, I love you,
recently?
Tommy. So I just want to know: are you picking Jasmine Allure or Brittany Brooks in this match?
Brittany Brooks. What are you talking
Okay.
about? What kind of question was that? I don't give a damn.
See, I would just like to point out he chose Angel despite their differences, but he ain't choosing Jasmine.
Yeah, I'm choosing Jasmine despite Tommy's differences. I'm
Do
gonna
not.
pick
The
Jasmine.
Godfather Part 3 said, "Never hate your enemies; to cloud your judgment." So,
All right. Well, I'm going with Jasmine Allure. That's all I know. Mike,
Yeah.
what about you?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jasmine too, despite the fact that I've not been proud of what she's done lately.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just pull a Tommy. She'll probably cheat to win, so you just don't bet against a cheater.
All right. Next, Adi, come here. Izzy Moreno versus Maya World. This is Izzy's second match in MPW, and taking on Upstart Maya World. And since then, she's had a few matches in a hybrid. She has gotten her first win with a tag team and gotten her first singles win. So, Adi, I want to know: do you think Izzy Moreno is going to win her match on Saturday at Mission Pro against Maya World?
Yeah.
Yes? You cheering for Izzy? Think she's going to get her first win at Mission Pro? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Everybody has to say yes.
Okay, everyone has to say yes. Izzy Moreno is going to win. So I'm saying Izzy
Or
Moreno.
else.
Don't grab the mic.
No.
Okay, I'm picking Izzy Moreno. Tom or Jay, you picking Izzy Moreno?
Yes.
Yes. Tina?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Mike, what about you?
Yeah, I'm rolling
Why
with
did
gotta
you
roll
say
with this.
Team Adams?
Those are comments. Don't worry about it. Tommy, what about you? Are you rolling?
Like I
with
have a choice. Yeah, I'm going against it.
Yes.
Hey, someone says I'm done. I have mine in my room.
Yeah, I got mine on my wrist. I just got hers in the room. They're getting me for bed though. So
You know,
No,
I
we're
think I'm going to have this
Yeah.
on Saturday.
No.
Because I always know where it is until I have to leave.
By the way.
yeah. So
Keep it
I'll probably be rocking mine when
rad.
I'm coaching softball in the morning on Saturday too.
Nice.
So,
I would
yeah.
keep it in the car, but I don't know what car we're taking.
Yeah. So
Fair enough.
I'm looking forward to this one. I
Subscribe.
all the highlights that we have seen of Izzy's first match ever have just made their way on social media. It's been amazing to see that. Her first match against Jasmine Allure, and just the way she's grown. Like, it's a big following. I see no reason why you couldn't give her first victory. And there's nothing against Maya World, but I expect both of them to put on a show.
And let's say this: if she does, it is not going to be an easy task. My World is young, undefeated. She beat JP Harlow, which kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Last show. So okay, I also want to throw this out because Jason threw up on Twitter the other day. He's like, SmackDown's in town on Friday. Bailey will probably be there. What if she shows up the next day? And then it also occurred to me today, Mercedes Moné has legit jumped into the Twitter
Hey,
stuff
it says
between
someone
Maya
says
and Izzy.
Yeah.
Someone
So,
says
If we see two people in masks at the
I
show
wear
who look
little
Like them.
lace
specifically like Bailey and
on,
Mercedes, I'm just
and
saying.
Yes.
Now,
I'm just saying.
I don't know what you just said because he was in my ear, but yes, I agree.
no, what I will say is, I won't say who because they didn't make a big deal about them being there, but a couple of female wrestlers who are friends of Izzy's did sneak in at the last Mission Pro show.
Oh, well, they didn't sneak in. They were there just behind the tables.
But they had the hats on, so you know.
Yeah,
What is this, a Marvel movie?
Sneak in, yes.
No,
Apparently it works.
it's how the president of the United States blends in with the common people. Put a cap on, walk around, So yeah.
So I mean, it wouldn't. It's not outside of the realm of possibility they could be there.
So what I was just saying real quick, JC, was that Jason, the dude who's usually on here with us and at the show, had posted that SmackDown's here on Friday. Bailey should be in town. What if she showed up to support Izzy? And then I was also saying Mercedes Moné literally commented on a few of the Maya things against Izzy, talking trash against Izzy. So I was like, if there's two people in mass who look very familiar, who stay hidden because it's a Halloween show, I'm just saying.
Well, interesting that Mercedes Money would post that. Do you think there's a chance she shows up
I'm just
and
there's
gets
Yeah,
Jason.
there's
involved?
Jason. Yep, there's Jason.
Well, there's Jason's thing, but I'm saying not necessarily just shows up and sneaks in with a mask on, but potentially gets involved with the match either
Oh.
afterward or
I mean,
causes you.
she's a free agent. I mean, well, I
Yeah.
guess she's technically signed with New Japan, but she seems to have more freedom to move to things like this.
New Japan is pretty lenient on indies.
Yeah.
Like so,
Okay.
because actually, I take that back. They're
And you're right
lenient
with that
on
too, Jason.
yeah, they're lenient on indies and they're lenient on being notified ahead of time. Because think about how many of their guys have gone to like All Japan, Pro Wrestling Noah, Granbury, and all that kind of stuff. They're usually pretty lenient on that as long as they know. You know,
And the real question we have to ask though is, did Brian or any of them win the lottery to afford them if they're actually coming in?
No,
No,
I
there
don't,
was
that
a winner at an HEB, wasn't there? Like, $1 million. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
I know if I win the lottery, I'm buying stock in Mission Pro, and we're bringing in a whole bunch of Stardom talent the second
Yeah.
I get. Look,
I'm investing in Pyro. I don't know about you guys.
Look,
but yeah,
this is how you'll know I won the lottery when all of a sudden Mission Pro announces like a huge Stardom roster invasion.
And
That's how you'll know.
I literally just want the show to be called Mission Pro Wrestling. Tommy paid for this.
yeah.
And I'll take it.
It was brought to you by the Texas Lottery, or Powerball, right?
Love it.
Don't let me play around and win it tomorrow. Shit.
Yeah, right.
The
Yeah,
January February show gonna be fire. Let me tell you.
definitely looking forward to this one. I plan to be rocking this bracelet all day. Got a couple of softball games Roddy that morning, but yeah, we'll be making our way over there. So, James Tommy can afford it, right?
I'm not rich yet.
Yeah. All right. Now, finally, another match featuring the last of the four that involves someone that we've interviewed on the show, Black Swan versus JP Harlow. And guys, Mike, you talked about it in your 1 minute warning last week. A little highlight to the interview you guys did with her. The Rock, the cowboy hat, the boots, the googly eyes. You guys got those ready? I mean, that was just amazing.
We're getting it done. We're getting
Yeah.
it done.
Yeah,
So-
definitely get to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and put those stuff together.
Yeah.
She is the greatest person ever.
She really is. Yeah, and in fact, she was on Mission Pro has a Thursday show separate from the Tuesday one where they talk about stuff, and she was on last night. I caught a little bit of the end of it, and she also said, just kind of in general, that she may have some tricks up her sleeve for the other members of the Men's Revolution.
Oh boy!
So,
Do you think that's the thing? Here, she's gonna run through the entire Women's Revolution every show, just kind
I'm
of
fine with that.
If that means that we get her every single
Yeah,
show, then
seriously.
yes.
If she keeps coming back, then I am down 100.
Look, JC. I am down for however they have to book her repeatedly, just like I was with Tiffany Nieves. Keep booking Black Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Black Swan. I think we're all going with Black Swan here. And
There was no chance of me not going with Black Swan in this.
well, if Harlow wears an Astros, it's gonna be hard for me to cheer against that guy. But knowing him, I'm expecting him to wear that shitty Texas jersey he wore last time, and that's crap. So
Didn't they win another game?
the Texans?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that. Just that's another story. That my sports matters. I cannot get a pick right when it comes to the Texans, so I just don't even want to fucking deal with that team. He'll probably wear it because they're on a bye. So, and I'll probably yell at that. Hey,
Oh my god!
those assholes are on a bye this week. Take that shit off,
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got Black Swan winning this one, so for sure.
And it is a casket match. Let us not forget.
Oh, that's right. It is a casket.
It is a
match. We're
casket
getting a
match,
couple of those,
which
this
was the whole
weekend.
point of yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
For what it's worth, Mission Pro announced this like back in August,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden last week, the Revolver, PW Revolver, whatever,
Mhm.
Texas had Matthew Palmer versus Abaddon in a casket match, which actually looked really freaking cool.
Yeah.
And then we are getting one on Sunday as well, which I don't know if I've seen who's in it, but
It's I believe it's
It's Don Juan and Devin Carter.
Don Juan
oh,
and
you're right,
Devin
yeah,
Carter.
okay, so
Because
And-
Don Juan's promo was amazing. If you haven't seen it,
Oh,
it's
I
so
guess I
good.
haven't, okay.
It's so good.
well, of course it's Don Juan. So,
Finally, MPW Championship. Tiffany Nieves making her first title defense against Christina Marie. is anyone picking against Tiffany Nieves at this point? It's almost the Deonna Purrazzo treatment when it comes to her Mission Pro at this point.
I can't in good conscience pick against her.
Yeah.
No, I think Christina Marie is going to surprise some people who are unfamiliar with her.
Yeah,
and I think this is going to be much more of a challenge than people think it will be. But we also, again, let's for the record point out that she, also cheated to win the belt originally from Genocide. And apparently she's also now the OVW Women's Champion. But OVW also literally put out she broke the rules and won again. So I will just throw that out there to be fair and balanced right now. I don't want to do
Oh, and if you didn't hear this, she also won the Shine Tag Team Championships with La Brava as Las Sicarias.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she is on a roll. I can't deny that.
All right. Well, that is Mission Pro Wrestling Thriller, MPW Thriller. Takes place Saturday, October 21st. Starts at 6 p.m. Central Time. VIP enters at 5 o'clock. Taking place at the Salvation Army Mission Corps in San Antonio, 3802 Southwest Military Drive. I believe front row is sold out. Second row still has some seats left. And then, of course, you have general admission and kid seats available. You can get those off Eventbrite. And if you're not able to attend in person, you can watch this event on Title Match Network. Go check it out. Starts an hour before Bound for Glory does, but I'm sure it'll be running concurrently as well too. So yep. Hard to believe that 2 shows down we've talked about, and we still have one more that is taking place on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
River City Wrestling's RCW Forever. Going to see if I can make it out there because we got a birthday party to go to.
Dude, actually, you know what? Same. So I already know I'm going to be late for this one too.
Yeah, so especially with the Sunday starting earlier, but I may, if I don't make it out there, I'm definitely going to be watching it on Title Match. But this one's pretty stacked.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, every title's on the line too at this one.
I think every title they have, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so
yeah, you're right. Sorry, I can't remember. I couldn't remember all the titles RCW has.
Yeah, they got quite a few. And hold on a second. The series is tied. Astros win 10-3. So
it's tied at 2 and 2.
Tied at 2. Yes, the Astros get another win in Mimic Made Park because that's what I call Globe Life. Looks exactly like Minute Maid, to be honest with you. All right. So, Fuego del Sol versus Chris Marvel. Tommy, who you got?
Just to make him mad, I'm going Fuego del Sol. This is pure. This is legitimately for if he's watching, Coach. This is just to make you mad.
Okay.
I'm going Fuego del Sol.
I'm going with Marvel on this one. Mike, what about you?
This is a tough one because on one hand, you figure bringing in Fuego del Sol is, it's a cool thing. Get some people who know him from his time, limited time, but his time in AEW and stuff. But also, Brandon likes to book heel strong and heel heavy shows often. So I might have to flip a coin. Nah, I'm going to go Fuego.
Okay.
Just because it'd be fun. And it's not like Marvel would look mad because he doesn't change his look. So
No.
Not once.
The many moods of Chris Marvel, right? So,
real quick before we go on, I gotta tell you guys, I had such a brain fog the other day. I went to Ingram Mall where Funaki was signing autographs, and I for some reason said I've been going to RCW for 8 years instead of, and I meant to say 18.
Yeah,
I don't know where the whole decade went in my head. It just left my mind for a minute. But and then also I think I won't deny the fact that I've been going to RCW for over half my life.
And Tommy, you don't even do those things that often cause people to lose a decade of their lives, but
I know, but I'm also a writer, and I have to keep it track. I have to keep with everybody else's lives, and mine just gets lost in the shuffle.
That's fair.
Eric versus Alex Arsenal. Mike, what do you guys say about this one?
Damn,
Sean.
Oh, shit.
It was a slip of the tongue.
Eric Walker is an incredibly impressive young kid out of Hybrid.
Yeah.
Alex Arsenal is really fun. I think he plays the heel pretty well. Again, because of the way these shows tend to go, I think I'm going to go Alex Arsenal. Not super confident, but yeah.
All right, Tommy?
Yeah, Alex Arsenal as well. I've known the guy for a good while, and his current run is as this super heel is really cool to see. And Eric Walker, he's so good. He's so good for a dude who's like real new at this. But I just want to see. I think Alex Arsenal's going to walk away with the victory on this one.
All right. Same for me. I just going with Alex Arsenal, sticking with you guys on that one too. So seems to be a very safe bet, right? So, Izzy James versus King Rob Love. I'm just because I know it'll piss people off. I'm going to pick Rob Love. So they always seem to have fun with this character in RCW, and he's a staple. So I'm going to stick with him. Tommy, what about you?
Izzy James, I don't give a damn. Screw Rob Love. I don't give a single damn. I don't care what the story is. I don't care who he has in his corner. I'm picking Izzy James because I hate Rob Love. So there.
All right, Mike.
Pick Rob Love, Mike. Let's just keep going. I'm sick of telling him.
Well, it's because he always finds ways to win.
This is true. You're right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with King Rob Love. I hope I'm wrong.
Oh
I feel like I'm
no.
not. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
All right. Now on to the championship matches here, and we're starting with RCW International Championship. Diego Rene versus David Kidd versus Thick Daddy. Triple threat.
His nicknames did not get better when he changed.
No, they didn't. Speaking of which, Burnsy's going with Izzy for him.
Yeah, good.
Last one, so.
Yeah.
Yep. Mike, what do you got on this one?
Ooh.
That is actually this is a tough one.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pull that triple threat match thing that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think Diego's gonna retain where Thick Daddy
Sorry.
hits David Kidd with his finisher, and then Diego, kicks him out and steals the pin. So I'm gonna go with him to retain.
All right, Tommy.
I gotta go with Diego Rene. And real quick to answer Jason's question, yeah, I think Alex Arsenal is the heel in the match, Jason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing on that. Although I think it's going to be more of David Kidd hitting the finisher and then getting thrown out. So yeah.
Ooh, that'd be fun too.
I think David Kidd is kind of an up and coming star, and they really need to get him going too.
He's been a kid for 15 years. Wait, no, I'm just kidding.
I know, right? So
I do love the fact that every time it looks like his ship has come in,
mm-hmm.
it ships right back out again.
Wait, which one are you talking about? Because Diego Rene is literally a pirate.
Well, then he's the one robbing the ship.
Oh, okay.
Fair there you go. All right. RCW Phoenix Championship: Alejandro Leona versus Emi Camacho, and the way I see it, if this title is defended on RCW show, whoever holds it's going to retain. If it's defended elsewhere, the title
That's a
changes
good
hands.
point.
So
actually,
I'm going with Alejandro Leon on this one. Are you guys agreeing with that one, or are you guys thinking?
No, because this match revolves around the worst manager who likes to call himself the best,
the worst manager of all
Nastico,
time.
because he complains that RCW puts his two clients against each other, and he literally tried to trip both of them and did in the last match. So, I don't understand why you're literally trying to sabotage both your clients. But I think he's going to cost Alejandro the title. I think Emi's going to win.
That's the goal win.
All right.
And I think Alejandro's going to turn on him and turn face in RCW.
All right. Tom, what about you?
I'm going to go with
British.
I mean, he'll pick the choice, Governor. Oi, mate, I'm gonna go Alejandro.
All right.
I again, like with Impact, I have no confidence in that choice whatsoever.
All right, RCW Future Legends Championship. Devin Carter, I believe this is his first title defense of said championship. Will be defending against Don Juan in a casket match. And my question for you is, who do you think is going to win number one and number two? Are they going to use the same casket that Mission Pro used the night before? Maybe they split the cost of a casket and just, kind of transport it. Just put it out there.
Hybrid might be the in-between between them two.
That's, yeah.
Okay, now that you said that, I kind of...
Times are tough, right?
Yeah.
So. I mean, you can't just get a casket like you used to these days for a wrestling show. This is a weird thing we're into, guys.
That being said, I'm going to say Devin Carter wins, and yeah, I think they're going to use the same casket. Just find a way to, they have a pretty good working relationship. I think that.
Oh, what if they open it? JP Harlow's still in there.
That would be great,
dude.
That would be great. I mean, he is wrestling that night too, so yeah.
Yeah, I know he's on the show.
But because of the multiverse, he doesn't remember who put him in. It was a really dark bird of some kind.
So,
scary.
So I got Devin Carter. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, I got to go Devin Carter, which actually just reminds me, looking at this card, this adds 3 more people that we've had interviewed on this. So
Yes, it does.
At least 7 from this weekend over the 2 shows.
And Tommy, what about you?
Devin Carter.
All right.
But I do strongly suggest everyone go back and watch the interview where Don Juan learns that it's a casket match.
I do need to go watch that.
It's so funny because
I've tried to keep up over the week, but I always wind up missing a couple.
So just I'll tell you this real quick. So okay, Sean, interesting.
Nice.
But I will say this: it's so funny, but there are some jackass in the comments, and the only reason I'm bringing it up is because it's hilarious how much he clearly doesn't know. And he said the phrase, and I'm not kidding. He said Don Juan needs to work on his promos.
So that's a bot. That's clearly a bot.
Oh my God.
Tell me you don't know wrestling.
Tell me you didn't just.
You know what I said, because Brandon told me that first when I saw the comment. When I saw him in Ingram, he told me that first, and I said immediately, if Don Juan needs to work on his promos, there is no good promo work in all of pro wrestling. I'm sorry, if Don Juan's not good at promos, no one's good at them. No one at all, across all of pro wrestling.
He probably thinks Claudio needs to work on his wrestling skills too.
Oh dear
Yeah.
God! Don't get me started on that.
On
that thing.
All right, RCW Tag Team Championship is a 4-way here. Overkill defending against H2 Easy versus Pillars of Destiny versus DFW Cartel.
Mike,
Tommy, be careful how you pick this one.
I was gonna say, Mike, I don't think we have a choice.
Well, who are y'all picking?
You know what? I don't really want to go to work on Monday, so I'm picking H2 Easy. Put me on the power bomb, Jay Stone. Here we go. Get me. I know you can.
Yeah.
Well,
Tommy?
Unlike Mike, I enjoy where my spine is currently placed, so I'm gonna go.
Really?
Overkill.
I've seen you talk at Lance Archer. I don't think.
Okay, there's one of him.
Yeah.
There is one of him.
Sean, dear God, did you have to take someone else with you?
Hey, bro! Dang! I like Candy White.
I mean, talk about taking someone down with you.
Jeez.
Yeah. Speaking of that previous guy who said down when he working his promos, Sean just put this, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
what it was like. Woo.
Yeah.
I like
me, on the other hand, because if I'm feeling bad enough, I can work from home if I need to. So I'm going to go with H2 Easy because rock the Astros gear that night, guys, so I can cheer for y'all. So, yeah.
This is the multiverse that you'd be better with him.
Ed Stone, Jay Alexander, I just want to point out that I was rocking with you the whole time.
And I'll be rocking my
I will not be threatened. I mean, I will, like literally to my face. But at the moment, I'm behind a keyboard, so I feel a little braver.
I'm just gonna tell us like, hey, thanks for watching the show, guys. Like and subscribe, everybody. That's what I'm gonna say. We'll get my kids to help me out.
The kids in front.
Yeah, I am.
What are you
gonna say? Please like and subscribe. Thanks for commenting. And
oh my God! Just how Mike did that. I will not be threatened. Well, I will be.
But I'm behind the keyboard right now, so I feel a lot braver.
All right.
Oh God, sorry, that made my head hurt. That was so funny.
The match.
You guys are actually awesome. You know y'all are.
There you are.
Yeah.
The match though that I am most looking forward to is for the RCW Angels Championship. Maddie Rinkowski defending against Jasmine Allure. And yes,
Brandon, I hope you don't plan to get your deposit back from the Grand Event Center.
That's a good point.
Because dang, they're going to tear this house down.
They are.
First of all, props Brandon for booking this, especially with the news that the two of them are going to be going to a WWE tryout very, very soon, if not already, at the Performance Center.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I fully expect both of them to be picked up and showing up on NXT fairly soon. So, Brandon, props. You great booking as always, man. There's a reason RCW has been around for as long as it has, and it's because of decisions like that you
if
made.
you recall, he was one of the last people. Raquel Gonzalez had an indie show was on the last indie show. For sure, she got booked.
For sure, he does a fantastic job of getting these talents that we get to see right before they make that jump.
I mean, I've heard. I don't know if this is true or not that. Sean actually has his eye on Maddie. Well, one eye on Maddie, one eye on Jasmine, because it kind of... Never mind.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Sorry, I've heard that joke elsewhere, and I had to bring it up. Sorry. Sean's my greatest of all time, but...
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, Tommy, who are you picking?
For shit.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, Sean. He's my favorite of all time. I heard the joke, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Maddie.
Maddie. All right.
There is no. Well, you know what? It's easier to pick Maddie. She's my wife's favorite, so that's the saving grace. I mean, Maddie don't like.
Hold on. On the Saturday show, you didn't hesitate to pick someone you don't even know that well, and now you're struggling with these two.
Okay, because
make it make sense.
Multiverse again.
Yeah, well, because Jasmine actively hates me no matter what promotion she's in.
Yes, I do.
Maddie, I don't think cares about my existence one way or the other.
No.
See?
She loves your wife.
Yeah.
Everyone loves my wife.
Well, yeah.
That's not a good standard of how I'm affected. Like La Rosa Negra, who I have never seen her make a fan video demanding anyone else come to a show in my life. Demands I film her demanding my wife come to a show. So
I would like to point out, I think your wife has made every show since, and La Rosa Negra has not. I just want to. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, first of all,
I know she was injured.
Yes,
no. What I was gonna say is, I think that's also if she misses one, that's when La Rosa Negra come back, and then I'll be beat up. So,
I don't know why I'm in an antagonistic mood tonight. Probably
because you're awake.
Well, fair enough.
All right. Well, Mike, who are you picking on this one?
I'm going to go with Maddie to retain. Although, I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to see the interaction between Jasmine and the Cholas, because that's Jasmine's got a little Hispanic West Side in her too, South Side in her, with her attitude. So I think that's going to be fun because La Rosa is smart. Lots of money, Bernsey.
Yeah, because you'll want to bring cash for the merch tables. Believe me.
Yeah. The people at both shows are really good about merch and stuff.
Yeah, and you want to drop it. You want to drop that money for it. Really, Jason?
Jason, if you're wrong, I think you should allow Maddie to stamp you with the side character stamp. Just throwing that out.
You know what? You can stamp me too. I'm picking Jasmine Allure. I think Jasmine's going 2-0 this weekend. Now, granted, if she gets beat up to shit on Saturday, maybe not so much on Sunday, but I like the tear she's been on, and why not? Why not just grab a title before you potentially go to WWE, right? And partially me, I want to see more of this because these two, I'm looking forward to this match. I would love for Jasmine to win and them just go back and forth, whatever promotion, whether it's RCW, NPW, whatever, So
I mean, I can see them as forever enemies. I'd much rather them be a tag team than Jasmine and Angel Blue.
She did try to photobomb you at the last RCW show. It's too bad we didn't get the photo to actually take. But
real quick, I do have a picture with Maddie where Alejandra photobombed us. That was hilarious. So,
Ted, I can't pick fans. Yeah, for sure. So, but
fans the venue not so much, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
B Ninja.
That's not. I won't agree with that.
We got a lot of people back and forth
been
on
champion for a while.
Yeah.
The tag title.
Everyone's been champion except for Devin, who just won his. Everyone's been champion.
Well, Diego just that one.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Diego just won his.
Alejandra's had it for a couple months now.
I don't know if you owe,
Bernsey.
I don't know if you owe me money, but you're welcome to give me cash too. My other question though, who is Maddie's side character spotlight this week?
Oh God.
If
Look, Jasmine would be a fun one. That would be fun behind the
has
scenes.
she had Don Juan on? I feel like she has.
I thought she had Marvel.
She had Marvel. That's right. You're right.
Yeah.
God, I have to go back and look. I don't remember.
Wow. But I mean, honestly, just looking at the roster of it, like anyone there would be fun.
Ooh, what if
Carter
it's
would be
what if
cool.
it's Izzy James?
Izzy James would be cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
King
Sean-
Rob Love.
Like Sean, I like Katie Forbes too. I like them because they're nice. They're really nice. Oh man, I don't want to be on side characters. I mean, okay, I take that back. I do, but I don't because
if you want your socials to blow up, you totally want to be on.
I do, but I don't because I'm not ready for that disrespect. I'm really not.
Tommy, you have
fans want to know.
You interact with Jasmine and Angel.
The fans want to know. Oh wait, you don't have any. I was like, oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
The fan wants to know.
The fan wants.
And then the questions about your wife.
That makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, that'd be the one question I would get. Like she would want to answer. She's like,
Tommy, please know I'm saying this as Maddie and not for me. This is just as Maddie saying it. The fans want to know, how did you make her say yes?
Yeah. No further
questions.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, she's gonna do that to me someday. I just know it.
She might. Fans want to know, how drunk did you get her before you took her out? Yeah. No further questions. And finally, RCW Championship, Khan defending against Boamir. Boamir. I apologize. Long night. Tommy, who are you picking on this one?
I'm going Khan out of pure fear that he can and will kill me, and because I hate the DFW cartel with a fiery passion.
Yeah.
So,
Mike, you too?
Yeah, I mean, Khan's had a pretty significant run here, but I also don't know if Boamir is ready to be that champion and be on top. I could be wrong, but no, I'm going to go with Khan too.
Yeah, I'm going to say this like I'm on Star Trek too. Khan! I'm going with Khan.
Actually, although Sean corrected himself because Star Trek Khan is, the
yeah. So this one, by the way, is Khan! And this is Khan, the wrestler. Yeah.
Because he's
so,
spoken.
I was just going to say Khan has spoken.
I mean,
Khan!
according to JC.
Yeah, I think you are.
That Astros win really helped your mood, didn't it?
The kid started it, man.
It's fine.
I mean, they got it from somewhere, so that's true.
Yeah.
It got us a fun bit for about 20 seconds, so it's good.
Yeah.
I like that it auto-corrected to a Star Trek name.
Yeah.
It's great. Star Trek's in the dictionary, so yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm going with Khan for sure. This is just has it written all over it, and if there's anyone that I'm kind of afraid being mad if I pick against him, it's that guy.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
yeah.
quick question.
You bring in Tonga Loa to kill us all.
Khan or Overkill? Would you rather have mad at you?
I could deal with Overkill.
Whoa.
Mad at me. I guess.
You weren't at RCW last time, Jesse. Let's.
I know, but
actually,
either way I see it, I'm not picking DFW Cardell because fuck Dallas sports. So screw the Mavs, screw the Rangers. The
Cowboys will screw themselves. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to worry about that. So, yeah. So
we lost Tommy.
Yeah. You there, buddy?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I guess.
All right. RCW Forever takes place Sunday, October 22nd at the 5 p.m. Central Time. Doors opening at 4 o'clock. It takes place at the Grand Event Center in San Antonio, Texas. I believe there are a few tickets left, but not a lot. So if you haven't got tickets yet,
check their social
the
medias.
website.
I think they were running a slight discount.
Yeah, 25% off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah,
and because I think the chairs are almost sold. I think standing room will be available.
Standing will be available. Yeah.
Because usually that's what I get whenever I get there.
Yeah.
And just like Mission Pro, you can watch on Title Match Network live. Go check it out if you're not able to make it to the show. So yeah.
Indie wrestling.
Yep. It is a loaded weekend of wrestling. definitely. And it's funny with all this going on, we didn't even talk about the fact that Sting has
Yeah.
announced his retirement.
Dude, I almost forgot that
Yeah.
happened, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he
So-
announced his last match will be at Revolution 2024.
Can since we brought that up, hold on, let me see if I found. Yeah, can I read you guys what Simon Miller posted real quick?
Okay.
Sure.
He said Sting is 64 years old, and my instant reaction was no as soon as he announced he's retiring next year. That's how awesome his AEW run has been and how legendary his entire career is. I'm glad he gets to finish up things on his terms, a flubbing hero.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there was also someone posted, there was a photo from like an early 90s. I don't know if it was War Games or something, but it was Sting. Okay, yes,
Yeah,
this one
yep.
also. Yeah, show that one because that's also great. These are the video
I'm trying to
games.
get it up
That's the first video game Sting was in, and now this is Fight Forever. All right, this is him now. This is
sorry.
his first one in like 88 or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I played that game, of course, because I found every wrestling game there was.
Yeah.
But no, there was also a picture, and it had him, Steamboat, Dustin Rhodes, and Barry Windham. So I think it was from one of their War Games team.
Oh yeah.
And the
yeah.
person had mentioned 3 of those 4 people had wrestled in the last month. And he was right, because Dustin's still going. Steamboat came out to face Starks the other night.
Yeah.
Barry Windham's the only one that had. And I was like, dang. Oh, you met him when you were 10? I'm jealous. I met him last year. Or no, I guess it was the beginning of this year. Royal Rumble weekend.
Yeah, because that's when I met him.
Yeah. And that's one of the coolest things ever. Yeah, I played that NES game too. It was awesome.
I actually didn't play the NES game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I played the it was WWF at the time, and that one was where the ring would bounce unless Andre the Giant was in it. And it was, yeah, for sure. Those games
Dude,
were amazing too.
you know
but,
me. I found every wrestling game there was I could.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even
I just remember when we got No Mercy creating Sting in that game. 'Cause,
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, it is time then now for our 1-minute warning segment. Mike, do you have something this week?
Yeah.
All right. Well, whenever you're ready, set and.
I'm just really going to continue what we've been talking about here, man. This weekend is about to be a wrestling smorgasbord. And we didn't even we kind of mentioned it briefly, but like SmackDown's here tomorrow night.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, so I mean that's going to be going on around here, and then those 2 shows I'm planning to be on both or at both of them. Been looking forward to this weekend for a long time, honestly, just because we've gotten into the school year now, and I guess this is recorded and this is evidence, so I got to be careful. But freshmen are challenging; they are often young and immature. So this definitely looking forward to this weekend. And in all seriousness, shout out to both organizations that were attending this weekend. Brian, Jeremiah, Thunder Rosa, and all the people there that put together Mission Pro and an incredible team. They're always great with us. And then, of course, RCW too. We've been going forever. Brandon's cool as stuff. Brandon's awesome, and all the people that are involved with putting that together, and Hybrid that helps out so much.
And Brandon, Oscar, like Brandon's wife, and mom, all of them.
Yeah. Right. And I know I'm just a broken record at this point, but like, I just thank you to all the wrestling community here in San Antonio, because it has just been a fun year. This weekend's going to be a fun weekend, and I love that I'm a part of it. And it's kind of weird because I get noticed sometimes by people that aren't. Like they're like, hey, you do that show on YouTube with Tommy. Granted, usually Tommy's connected to it, but I know that because that's kind of like the Kevin Bacon of 6 Degrees. So I'll take it.
How did that happen? So...
Wow.
Oh, it's an interesting question. Yes.
What the fuck?
I mean, come on. It's a
He's
good question.
You claim you do respect her wrestling talent.
I do.
Just not her, apparently.
She was interviewed. You did interview her on this show.
Yeah, then she ripped the sign up and threw it in my face.
I would also like to point out on that interview that she has kept the clip of you cheering for her on her phone. That's what she said. So
yep.
Yes, thank you for that reminder, Mike. I appreciate it.
I'm sure that's an alarm when she wakes up in the morning. Too.
I hate this show.
It's part of her wrestling training. That's why she's so good.
I hate
this show. She trains with the constant Tommy.
I hate this show so much.
You love this show.
Can't stand this show.
Don't lie.
Why do I do it every week? I hate this show.
Because you have a lot to say. So your 1 minute warning this week. You ready, Tommy?
sure.
Because you get a New
All
Japan
right.
minute every week.
It's not New
Mhm.
Japan this time. It's not.
What?
It's really not.
Oh,
Where did she say that?
duh. When was this? Yeah. I'm
Wait,
pretty sure.
I
Come
think
on, Izzy.
I know her mom did at one show.
Yeah.
I don't know if Izzy did.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I know it. Like, yeah, because like at the hybrid show when you've come late, they've asked the last.
Oh,
couple times.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, they always ask about you guys.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy,
Yeah.
ready, set, and go.
Okay, so mine is a bit more serious this week, only because it's about news about a local wrestler, Mysterious Q. For those who haven't heard, he had major knee surgery, and he has a GoFundMe to help out with the cost of it. I don't have it up right now, but it's up pretty much everywhere on his socials. On I think Hybrid posted it. I think I know RCW did. So go find it. Mysterious Q, the GoFundMe for his knee surgery. Great guy, has done a ton for Texas pro wrestling. And he just needs a little bit of help, guys. And you know what? I think he more than deserves it. So, safe and get well recovery, Q. Come back when you're healthy enough to. No rush. Pro wrestling will be here when you get back. And for those of you who are looking for it, I will try to find the link and post it somewhere on the socials. And maybe we'll try to get up on the Geekcast, on the WrestleCast socials soon. But yeah, so just go donate for it for Serious Q, man. He's done so much for Texas wrestling. And it's time for Texas Wrestling to help him out.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Him and Brian Keith are two of my favorites who have come out of the state in like the past couple years, and it's like
Brian Keith was on top of that list, man.
Yes. You know what? Whenever I start my channel, hopefully this coming week, I'm talking about that list like immediately.
All right. Well, it's that time again with my 1 minute warning where we turn the clock off. Because, guys, it's time to play What is the Wrestling Equivalent of This? So I hope you guys are prepared. Hope you guys are ready.
Jason,
guys,
Okay.
you guys commenting, let me know as well. What is the wrestling equivalent of a team blowing a 29-point lead at home to lose in double overtime to a team that hadn't won a conference game all season?
WCW losing to WWF.
I was gonna say Razor Ramon losing to the 1-2-3 Kid back in the 90s.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you're watching live, comment. Let me know what's the wrestling equivalent of this. Look, full disclosure, Tina gone to Laredo to visit family, and kids were in bed. I'm watching this game, and I was like, 29-0 halftime. There's no other football on. I'm just gonna watch this, and I see Stanford just creeping back, and I think they cut it to within 7, and I just fell asleep. Couldn't stay awake. Next thing I know, I'm waking up. TV's just playing my screensaver. And I was like, I'm just going to bed. I wake up in the morning to find out Stanford had won in double overtime. So, I was wondering that the 1-2-3 Kid was one that did pop into my mind too as well. So, trying to think.
Did when the Bucks and Death Triangle had their best of 7, did they let Death Triangle go up 3-0 or was it 2-1?
It was 2-1, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Jason,
boom.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That is a good one. Yeah. So, Finger Poke of Doom the same night
That's
too.
true.
You think about that.
It's well, in a way, like a lot of people didn't expect it. Like when Eddie Guerrero beat Brock Lesnar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah. So.
That's a good one.
Gosh.
That's a good one.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, but then the equivalent going back would be if somehow Colorado was allowed to beat Stanford like around the arena after the game.
Well, we
just
don't know what
literally
happened when the cameras turned off, Mike.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah. So. Which, by the way, I love how they portrayed Deion Sanders on Saturday
Yes,
Live.
that was- I
with
saw that.
Kenan
Oh
Thompson.
my God, that was
Oh
the
my God.
greatest. Because Kenan Thompson, first
Yeah.
of all, is still one of the funniest guys of all time. Jason, that's a good one
No
too.
one's undefeated. There's actually Auburn.
Like them two.
Them two.
Yep.
Good team. Lost to them.
Yeah, Shelton beat
Yeah,
Triple
lost to
H, but again, I feel like going back to the equivalent to that one, it's like if Stanford pulls this upset and then never wins another game and they bury him anyways. So,
Well, the night is young.
yeah.
I think
That's
we'll-
interesting.
Yep.
I can't think of
Santino Marella winning the
Really?
IC title.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
was a good one.
You know, his debut. So that'd be a good one. Yeah. So, always fun doing these. Yeah.
The New Day actually being a success compared to where they, the WWE didn't give a shit at first.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's true. That is
Because
true.
Vince didn't give a good damn about that team
No.
until the merchandise
Yeah.
money came in. He's like, "Hey, give them the tag team titles."
You know what? I don't know if we ever talked about this, but I just want a reenactment of Vince talking about bootios.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like, I just want to hear that in his voice now.
One day.
What kind of cereal?
Ah,
Bootios.
yeah.
That's such good shit.
Well, if you're watching this after the fact, let us know what you think the wrestling equivalent of this comeback win by the Stanford Cardinal is over Colorado. So, yeah, just thought it'd be fun to throw that one in there because, yeah, notable stuff. And it kind of kicked off upset weekend in football because a lot of top teams fell in college football, and the last of the undefeateds fell in the NFL,
Yep.
too. So, let's throw that out there. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. And if you have an idea for what the wrestling equivalent of this, feel free to tweet them at us at CCG_WrestleCast. Let us know. Maybe I'll top it up there and see what everybody thinks. Next week, we're going to recap everything we talked about today. And we are also going to take the time to discuss the PWI Women's 250. Again, just came out. Rhea Ripley, #1. I haven't even bothered to check the rest of the list because
I have.
surprised I was
It's
focusing too much
interesting,
on
but
this.
there's some things to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, we're gonna jump into it, dive into it, discuss it. So definitely join us for that. Let us know your opinions. Who needs to be rough? I think this is the first year it is 250, correct?
It was 150 last year, I
Yep.
think.
It was 150, so they added 100 to it. It's halfway to the PWI
There are
500.
definitely.
So, yeah.
I will say this: there are some names not on that list that are.
Yeah.
Ooh, like how'd you leave them off?
Interesting.
Speaking of which, did they ever correct the Naito thing?
I mean, they probably additional apology said it was wrong. I don't know if they ever said where exactly he was supposed to be on the list. I can't recall.
Okay.
It's not like they could reprint the magazine.
The hell they
Totally.
couldn't.
It's like they totally could. What do you mean?
They probably could. At least the digital version, right? So, yeah. But so yeah, we'll talk all about that next week. See what's going to piss off Tommy because the PWI 500 already did. But
But the 250 is off to a great start.
All right.
The number 2.
Yeah.
Number 1 reason.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
her too.
everyone, for joining us.
And the number 6, I think.
I can't. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think once I see it, you're probably right. Oh wait, yes, yeah.
D Ninja would probably like.
Yeah. The second I thought about it, I was like, yeah, no, you're right.
Well, over here we got Tommy.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Be good to each other.
And I'm JC, and as always, heels and baby faces. Remember, pro wrestling is real.
People
are
fake.
fake.
For the sky, boy.
Enjoy the
Ooh.
weekend. We'll see you next week. And if you're heading out to NPW and RCW, we'll see you there.
Adios, Gunther.